If you would like to know how I make $45,000 a month as an executive closing agent, please keep watching. Hi, AGENTISTAs. I'm Erica Beauvais, and I'm an executive closing agent as well as a licensed apartment and real estate broker here in Chicago, Illinois. I started as an executive closing agent the fall of 2020, so basically last year. I started in September, and now I'm making $45,000 a month. So I just want to give you some history on who I am, my background, and how I began my journey as an executive closing agent, and how I can help you become a six-figure executive closing agent. I started my journey basically last year. A little bit about my background is I was a prior finance manager at an IT company in Dallas, Texas. I was there for about 7-8 years. Prior to that, I've worked at Fortune 500 companies, basically in finance manager. And I enjoyed my career. That's what I was used to doing. I have a background in finance and accounting, major, bachelor's. So I do have a degree in it, and I've been doing that for years. And I enjoyed my work. The reason I did leave ultimately is because I had to relocate back here to Chicago. Chicago's my hometown. My mom got sick in 2019, and she really needed me to help her go to the doctors, ask questions when she was speaking with the doctors regarding her condition. So I really had to make a decision to basically leave a really good career, but to help my family. So of course I chose my family. That's first and foremost is my health and my family's health. So I made the trek back up to Chicago. So once I came here, I knew I needed something that could allow me to have flexibility in my schedule as far as, working. I necessarily didn't want to go back, to corporate America for the primary reason I really want to start my own business and work for myself, but then allow to some flexibility within the schedule. And so I was doing a lot of research on the internet, Yahoo, Googling, and I came across, one day I looked on YouTube, and since I think I was doing a lot of Googling and Yahoo searches, I saw actually a opportunity that came up, like the top 10 entrepreneurial or businesses that someone can start with basically little or no experience, even though I do have business experience. But I knew that possibly I would have to transition into something that was a little bit more specialized. So I saw the notary popped up, and I was like, what's a notary? So I researched more into that, and I saw that the progression of a notary is into a loan signing agent, where you're primarily working with signing agencies where they assign you to signings, basically. And I knew that I have the ability, the skill set, everything to secure my own signings or secure my own closings, that's what I call it, with top escrow and title companies. So I said, well, if I decide to do this, I wouldn't stay working with signing agencies for too much longer. I would just go direct. And then I felt like, of course, I wouldn't have to, utilize their services. They wouldn't be taking a big chunk of my profit as their profit. because as you know, they take up to at least 75%. So if you're seeing signings out here for $45 or $50, $80, believe me, they're taking the difference, and you can earn up to between $200 and $300 for a closing if you go direct. So imagine you're only getting $50 and your signing service is getting $200. So in total, you're only getting, 80%. I'm sorry, they're getting 80%, you're getting like 20%. So I just knew that, no, that wasn't for me. I want to go direct as quickly as I could. But first I had to become commissioned, and feel comfortable doing closing. So I said, okay, I'll do the loan signing for a little bit. And then when everything is also a little bit more stable with my mom's medical condition and situation, then I can go direct full time. So that's what I did. So I became a commissioned notary here in the state of Illinois in March of 2020, last year. And I worked with signing agencies for about 6 months. And on average, I had about maybe 15 signings a month, I would say. Not a lot. It was, I don't know why, but it just seemed to me I wasn't getting a lot of signings, in which I felt like I should be at minimum, especially if they're taking a good chunk of my profit. But for some reason, I didn't see the volume of signings that I felt also that I shouldn't. That was another reason why I was so adamant about going directly as soon as I could. So once I got comfortable with at least some experience doing signings, that's when I started approaching and marketing myself as an executive closing agent, working with top executive officers in escrow and title companies. So you're working with the escrow officer, the title officer, the owner, the president, the CEO, the VP, the attorneys. And once I started doing that, that's when I started seeing all my volume pick up. All my closings now would be coming from them instead of signing services. And then my profits went through the roof. I started seeing, instead of accepting $80 profit or $80 signings, I was accepting and securing for my own self $250 closings. So it made a big difference. And that's what I needed as well, because I have a mom, that I also had to support, not only myself, but my mother. And I was used to making 6 figures, mind you, being a finance manager at a Fortune 500 company in Dallas, Texas. So I was very secure and, and stable in my financial situation, my finances in general. So I wanted to keep that momentum up, but instead be able to make that and generate that type of money and even more as my own business as an executive closing agent. So starting in September, that's when I started seeing the volume pick up. I was getting feedback from escrow and title officers, and they were accepting my proposal, and I was able to work with them directly. And from September, that's when my monthly revenue went from about $3,000 a month, $5,000 a month, to $20,000 a month, starting in September 2020, working directly as an executive closing agent. And then it took me through all the way this year to the end of April. Now I'm making $45,000, I can say, a month as an executive closing agent. I am thrilled. I'm so happy. I don't have any words for it. This is always what I wanted to do, was start my own business and also be successful at it. So what I started getting feedback from escrow and title officers saying, okay, do you know anyone maybe in this city or in this state that is an executive closing agent that you can recommend to us, because we have closings in those areas? And I was like, you know what? I don't know of anyone, because, I did my own marketing. I kind of went, off the beaten track and went direct on my own. I didn't have a mentor, anyone leading me or showing me the way. So a lot of things were trial by error for myself, but I made sure I developed a system for it. I wrote everything down to see, okay, what worked in this situation, what didn't work. So I kind of have my own, I can kind of compile some type of document and information that possibly can help someone else one day. And even for myself, as I continue to advance in my career as an executive closing agent in my own business. And the feedback I was given from escrow officers is that, you know what, we want someone similar to you, but located in a different state to service us in that area. And I'm like, okay. They say, well, do you know of anyone? I'm like, no, I don't have really a huge network, or any network for that matter. And then they said, wow, maybe if you can secure some type of network, then our referrals, they would be happy. And I knew that if I could secure other type of referrals, that would possibly bring me even more business with them, because they'll say, wow, she gave us this contact, this referral of another excellent executive closing agent in this city. We'll pass more business on to her. So I was like, you know what? This is going to help me in my business. And then that's when I was like, you know what? It hit me. Since I had all this information on how I marketed myself as an executive closing agent, maybe I can pass that along to someone else. And then I'll have also a person, a contact or referral, my own network of other executive closing agents, where we can refer one another to opportunities that we secure, we get from, that we hear about from escrow and title officers. And I developed a system. It's called the Book Solid system, and it's marketing for notaries and for loan signing agents, as well as anyone interested in this industry, in this business, but how to market yourself as an executive closing agent directly to escrow and title companies and officers. And I'm so excited about the course. It's going to teach you how to make six figures. I know we're basically almost halfway through the year. Right now, today is May 18th, May 17th, I'm sorry, 2021. And I really did feel as though my course would be instrumental in securing major closings, so that I can pass along my learnings to others and make them just as successful as I am. And I want to continue to be and evolve also in my field, in what I'm doing here in Chicago as an executive closing agent. I primarily, of course, do this full time. So this is not a side hustle for me. This is not a side business. I developed the whole system. And also, I'm a licensed broker here in Chicago as well, a licensed real estate and apartment broker. But I would say an executive closing agent, I do that about 85%. I kind of divide it up, 85%, 95% as an executive closing agent, about 10% as a broker, because I'm so busy right now going to closings every day. So I developed a course. It's called the Book Solid System. I'm so happy about it. If you would like to learn more about it, please feel free to get the information in the description box below. If you have any comments or suggestions on future videos, then please also make those known in the comment section. I would love to get, of course, you to subscribe to my channel if you're interested in this type of content. And in the near future, until I'm monetized, I would love to have a video session with another notary, another loan signing agent, or someone's interested in the industry and becoming an executive closing agent. So I can kind of go live, but it'll be recorded so I can post it here on my channel. And you can just ask me questions, and that'll kind of give you and others insight into being an executive closing agent. But I will have more videos on the way to you. I'm about to head off and go to at least, I have 3 signings this afternoon, and I have one this evening. So I will be posting more videos, and then Of course, your suggestions, I will take that in high consideration because I want to produce great content for you so you really can be on the track to making six figures this year. And I will be talking more about the course, but again, to sign up, go to agentista.com. It's found in the description box. I will supply you, oh, I'm sorry, one great exciting thing about the course is I supply 1,000 contacts, escrow title officers, as well as CEOs, attorneys within the title industry at specific country or companies across the United States. So I will supply you with that contact list. So you will be off and running once you go through the course, you kind of understand how to market yourself, understand what they're looking for from their perspective in the escrow and title industry, what they're looking for as a closing agent, looking for as far as you to have the knowledge and the skill set. So that's what I discussed in my course. So even though it's almost halfway through the year, it's never too late to get going. I want to make six-figure executive closing agents. I want to be instrumental in making that this year, making that my goal to make others income, six-figure income earners in the executive closing agent industry. And so I would love to have you become future agentistas. That's what I call us as well. Our team of executive closing agents. And that's the namesake of my channel, Agentista. And if you, again, please put any questions or any comments in the comment section. And I look forward to having you on board as a agentista and future executive closing agent.